Today we're talking all about the 4 phases of life according to Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. Stick around. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Nina, and here at this channel we talk all about mental health, personal development, and understanding our own psychology so we can live our best possible life. So if you aren't already a subscriber, please go ahead and become one. We definitely want you to stay connected. So if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you've probably noticed that I am a huge fan of psychologist Carl Jung. I find his theories to be incredibly insightful and interesting, and so I thought it would be fun today to take a look at what he considered to be the 4 phases of life, or the 4 major stages that we go through from adolescence and early adulthood all the way through the lifespan. Now, these phases dramatically shift our perspective and our priorities, and they significantly affect how we live our lives. So I'm going to go ahead and describe each phase and its characteristics, and then at the end I would love to hear which phase you think that you might be in. I also want to quickly mention that according to Jung, these stages don't always occur in order, and it's also possible for them to overlap. We could potentially also get stuck in phase 1 or phase 2, or we could feel like we've been living in phase 4 throughout our entire adult life. It's also possible, once we've completed a phase, to return back to that phase when the different circumstances in our life lead us to do so. So let's go ahead and look at all 4 phases. Now, the first phase is called the athlete's phase, and this is where he said we are overly obsessed with our physical appearance. And this is not just for narcissists. This is something that is a normal stage for everybody to pass through. We just don't want to get trapped there. In this stage, we focus heavily on how we look, and we can become fixated on improving aspects of our appearance that we do not like. Our external self is more important to us during this time than our internal self. And while this stage might not be one that we're proud to admit that we are in, it's very common and natural to be in during our adolescence and early adulthood. Now, the second stage is called the warrior stage, and this is what we generally move into after we feel ready to move out of that athlete phase. This phase is characterized by setting goals and working to achieve them. There's a drive to be the best that we can be and to conquer all that's in our path. We prize status and accomplishments during this stage above anything else. There may be a large focus on material desires during this phase, or we can become very, very competitive or feel like we want to be better than other people in some way. This is a phase that is also often revisited even once we're out of this phase if we have new goals that need to be achieved. The third phase is generally experienced a little later in our adulthood and is called the statement phase. So this is something that we usually go through once we've completed the warrior phase and we really want to find deeper meaning in our life. During this time, we'll find that we are much less self-centered. We have a true desire to be of service. We find that our values are shifting and we want to give back to society. During this time, we may become more sympathetic to the needs of other people, and we may really want to make our mark in this world. So often people will start volunteering, or they may even change careers to be more in alignment with their new values. And the 4th stage, according to Jung, is the spirit stage. This is where we begin to move beyond our human existence. We may feel that our mind becomes more open, and we start to think that we are more than just our ego. We are more than just an earthly creature. This stage is characterized by questioning the purpose of our life, or questioning reality altogether. We begin to believe that we are more than what we have accomplished or accumulated during our lives, and we consider ourselves to be spiritual beings. We are able to step out of our mind and observe ourselves from a new perspective. This stage is said to be where we achieve our greatest understanding, but it's also the stage that Carl Jung specifically says not everyone will reach. This is also a concept that not everybody is comfortable with because it really insinuates that we are spiritual beings having a human experience and not the other way around. So some people may find that to be unscientific, or they may find that it's too kind of mythical in nature to really align with their own beliefs. So I'm curious, what do you think? Do these 4 archetypes really resonate with you? Do these sound familiar to you? If so, I would love to hear which phase you think you are in, or if you feel that you're kind of in between phases or in an overlap of phases, please let me know in the comments below. I find it to be extremely fascinating, and I definitely encourage you to do a quick Google search about Carl Jung if you are not familiar with his works. They are extremely fascinating, if nothing else, and I feel like it's something that you can get lost in for hours and hours on end. So I really hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, please like it, share it with someone else who may find it of value, and definitely become a subscriber if you aren't one already. We want you to stay connected, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have an amazing day.